Well, today we're working on a Toyota truck from 1985. I think you literally call this thing a pickup. Maybe it's a Hilux. I just don't know what you actually call it. Supposedly these trucks are super reliable. The four-wheel drive ones are super desirable and the prices are through the roof. It has the good old 22R motor that's carbureted right there. I don't know much about them, but supposedly they're good. This one's rough, like you expect. If you come back in here, this is what they're known for. Reliability, but their frames are not. This thing is very rotten and it doesn't get much better. I mean, what frame? Yeah, we're gonna split this thing in half as soon as we drive it. That's not good at all, folks. They're boxed in, they're known for rusting. Looks like this hanger is barely hanging, taking the hanger part to a whole new meaning. When we go over to the other side here, it's not much better. This is the driver's side right here. A lot better right in that area, but right there, really toasty and all the way back. But we ain't too worried about it. We'll get her running, hopefully. The guy I got it from, he did say that he put a fresh battery in it and it didn't do anything. And so we started working on it here and I noticed it didn't have a ground to the motor on the block. So I went ahead, ran a cable, got a fresh battery in here and it does nothing. I'll show you here. We hop in this fine ride, we turn the key. Nothing. I do hear a slight click, but she doesn't want to turn over. And we got our test light right here. Got power to it. We come down right here. We can pull this solenoid wire right here. Maybe, if you watch. So this wire way down in here, when you turn your ignition to the on position to start it, this should light up. All right, as you can see, we have power there. So the ignition switch is obviously working correctly. Also, we should have 12 volts hot down here, which we do have. You can see it flashing. There it is. Constant 12 hot to the starter, and our ignition is giving it power when it's supposed to. Baker, I think we got a brush stuck. All right, these are the tools of choice right here. Go for it. Well, we tried giving that thing some love taps, but that obviously didn't work. I'm thinking the starter's probably broke, so let's go ahead and pull this thing. There's one stocking at O'Reilly's, $82. We'll grab it real quick. Get our hands deep down in here. Got the first wire. So there's our constant 12 hot off. Couple things there. And we should just have two more bolts here. There's one right there. Get that off. And we should have one on the bottom. Actually, the whole doodad came out. I think that nut's supposed to free by itself, but whatever. 14 millimeters on those guys. Ah, there she is. Little guy. Right there. Thing's cute. So run to O'Reilly's. I think we can have them test this. And they'll tell us if it's junk or not, then we can get another. All right, for $77, we got us a new starter, $40 core on one of these guys. We're gonna get this thrown in there. All right, starter coming in. Looks good. Too good for a truck that's super rusted out and probably junk. All right, starter's all hooked up. Let's check to see if we got oil. This oil is right here. There's oil. Feels and looks like when you stick your finger in the wrong hole. So we got a little bit of oil, that's good. It does have a Wix filter on it already, which is a nice touch. Let's see if the old girl turns over. All right, old girl. We might have just wasted our money. Oh, figured it out. Maybe we didn't waste our money, but I was trying this earlier. And I noticed there's buns right here. There's this one, but it's this one that turns it over. Let's see what we have going on with the carburetor. Probably don't want to be sucking up from the dirty tank. Now, how bad is this gonna look under here? Usually the mice eat stuff up. Ooh, that is clean. Super clean. That's a great sign. We'll put this here so we lose everything that's on top of it. It's bolted down somehow. I'm not seeing bolts. Except over here. Let's just dump some stuff down the yapper and see what happens. Maybe this key will open it. Maybe. That doesn't even fit. What about this one? What is this stupid crap? A different key than your... You kidding? I can't even put gas in this turd. Let's just try the old seafoam straight down the yapper. That's way too much. Let's see what happens. All right, let's take this off, see what we got going on with our carburetor situation. Didn't want to see him to run there. No telling what dirtiness we're sucking up. Now, I took off early. I work on this junk just because this is what I enjoy. So hopefully you guys like watching us work on junk, because I enjoy making these videos for you guys, and I appreciate you all watching it. Just make sure to subscribe. Like 85% of you are not subscribed. Bunch of vacuum hose junk. I figured that'd come off. There we go. Get this off. Work it, work it. And then what's this one? More vacuum junk. Are you kidding? Look at that ugly carburetor. Crap in the 80s is super complicated. A lot of vacuum stuff. I don't know why I keep buying it, but looks like we do have a mechanical pump. I kind of was expecting it to have electrical pump. So it looks like our supply is right here. Then it has a return as well. I'm going to guess this one's sucky. This is a return, this is supply. So what I'll do is I'll unhook this hose here and we'll run that to our little gas jug. All right, I was gonna take this all apart and hook up a little jug like we usually do, but then I got to thinking, if this is anything like my Mazda, it should have a drain plug on the gas tank. That's what's nice about these 80s mini trucks, is that they were actually thinking compared to this other stuff. So if we get under here, yep, sure enough, it does have it. Right there, we have a drain plug on the bottom side of our tank. Sounds like it has some feel. Let's pop that off and see what we got. All right, even if this looks remotely clean, we'll try and just prime that line going to that mechanical pump and using what's in here. Don't want to strip this though. Ooh. Oh. Kind of stinky. Let's see what we got under here. These drain plugs are super convenient. Yeah, I remember my Mazda, I had to run a new tank in that thing, and it had something similar to this. Oh, let's see what we got. Here she comes. Is it gonna be orange? Oh, that looks clean. That looks good. Oh, let's use it. Let's use it. Plug it. That looks pretty good. Really good, actually. It smells bad, but it looks good. You've been with a girl like that, haven't you? All right. We just got a truck running not too long ago. An old Ford. That was 2009 we used that gas. We used to not even take the chance, but we've been getting brave. What we're gonna do, pop this line off, maybe, if she is gonna be nice to it. Oh, it moved. Oh, what a junk hose. All right, got that off. Now what we want to do, so as we can see, that's bone dry inside that hose right there, sucking from the tank. If you put gas in that, it'll go down to your pickup, and that'll start it actually to pick up from the tank, which I was not too concerned about how that gas looked. So we'll shove that in there like that. Seafoam, Berryman's, you name it, that will help clean the carburetor as it goes. It's not feeding. Could have a plug filter, maybe it was filled up to there. So maybe it was just pumping gas and it hadn't got enough yet. Ooh, inside that carburetor's dirty. Like, look at that black stuff. So I don't know what I'm talking about, nothing new here, but we pulled up a picture here. This is for a 22R 80 to 95, which that's what we have, because right here, it tells you 22R. So right here, what we just filled up was actually the return to the tank. The inlet is actually going to be this guy right here. So I'm gonna pop that one off. Let's fill that one up. Oh, look at that pinch. See that? It's in a big bind right there. I don't even know if that could sucky anyways. That right there was our supply hose. If you look at that right there, that's the kind of bind it was in. So that's what that fuel pump was trying to suck against to get to the tank. I'm sure that wasn't helping our case. It feels like there's something solid right there. Does not feel good. I'm gonna grab a new piece of fuel hose and throw that on real quick. This should feed since we're doing the correct side now, I think. Almost seems like the float's stuck on this thing. Let's actually take the banjo bolt out here. Oh, there she is. That looks perfectly fine there. Can you hand me that brake clean down there? That's good. So I got an issue. I'm guessing it's the secondary. It's stuck. There it goes. Everywhere. Fire. Fire. Got fire. Fire everywhere. Fire. Fire. Got fire. Is the motor on fire?
Is that?
That's probably good for it. Well, gosh dang, it is hot out here. Day 2 of working on this little 22R. We're gonna pull it up in the shade though with the free F-150 we got right here. Picked up this truck for free. She's got a 351 and she usually starts, but she starts smoking after a while because I say the piston rings are leaking by and it gets oil in the combustion chamber. But she fires up and she sounds good when she is running.
Spot.
junk ass Ford. So this fuel hose is definitely squirting. I think we have an issue with inside the carburetor, possibly the float stuck where it is. So I'm gonna take the top hat off here, see what we have inside the bowl. All right, it took me a second, but there's a screw in the center right there. You have to loosen that one. Couldn't quite figure it out. There's the top hat off. There is a little bit of feel inside there. There's not a ton. I'm no carb expert. There's a bunch of little pieces that you for sure don't want to lose. It's actually fairly clean. I got myself in the eye. We had an emergency, so we got glasses now. So I'm just spraying out every little hole. So this one is coming out of that secondary. It wasn't when we started. Also got the main jet is squirting out too, out of this guy. Since I got the carb all taken apart here, I'm gonna go ahead and fill the bowl up so we know she's full to start with. So this carburetor stuff is very new to me. I just haven't messed with them enough, and everyone's a little bit different, so you just got to really remember how these things go back together, because there's so many little things and they go every which direction. These pins are stupid small. Look at that thing. Alright, now that one's on. This line was hooked right here. I feel better because she's actually squirting now. She wasn't squirting earlier. I doubt we have it, but let's try and start it now. Well, that right there is what I call progress. I'm thinking we probably had a stuck needle or a stuck float, or the needle was clogged or something, and also the jets were clogged, because now she's spraying and that was the best that we've had so far. And you can see we don't have the best hose connection right here. We're just running off this jug with the mechanical. I'm gonna try and run it off the tank again. So I followed the fuel line back to the tank. I say this isn't helping our issue. It's got an old filter back here. We'll pop this off, replace it with this guy. I bought $200 worth of parts that from an old mechanic shop, and it was probably several $1,000s worth of parts, and I just got random stuff like this laying around, so we'll throw this on. Cutting the old line off. It actually has some fuel come out of there, so that's a good sign. It's on there pretty good. You can already see it filling up with fuel. That's a really good sign. The filter is too big for the hoses, but we got that together. We got a little bit of fuel level in there. Hopefully that starts filling up. Luckily it's clear, so we'll see if it's picking up from the tank. Let's go ahead and prime our line all the way back. We're getting gas from the tank. It's always spraying, but I wonder if this gas is just too old. It's burning oil pretty good. Let's pull the plugs and see what those look like. Let's see if they're covered in oil. Man, why does that feel stripped? Why is that so tight? That's not good. Super dirty. 1342, 1342. Well, broke that plug wire. I never felt plugs get so hot. These things are cooking. See what we got for number 2. Quite a large gap. Super hot as well. Geez, those are on fire. That plug looks super rough. Number 3, got a big glob of goo with a large gap. Should have pulled these probably sooner. Number 4. See how she looks? Super hot, a little crusty. Little rotor doesn't look ideal. Thing's pretty old looking. Day 3, we got the local expert here. Knows all about the 22Rs. These plugs are pretty bad. They're NGKs. I forget what flavor they are, but that's what everyone recommends. But doing the right thing here. I told you about the $200 worth of parts I bought. I got probably, I don't know, $1,000 worth of spark plugs. These 7500 Bosch Supers, they got the correct gap and they look pretty similar. And hopefully they're better than those. So we're gonna go ahead, thread these in and try them out. Ooh, that doesn't thread in good. I got all 4 of the wrong plugs in there. Dad went ahead, fixed up one of the plug wires that I broke yesterday. Oh, geez. What? I think I lost the thing off that one.
Good job. Take one off.
There it is. Here.
How many of these did you break?
Yeah, there's another one broke.
My gosh, boy. Which one was it?
The one that looks broke, probably.
You're a pain in the ass.
We'll check our oil real quick here because we've had it running for a second and that's changed quite a bit. That is not looking good. Definitely looks like we have a lot of water in the oil. It's super milky and brown. Look at that.
That's not good.
Maybe a head gasket issue. Might be a part of the reason we can't get it to run right. What do you think? Change it?
I mean, that ain't good.
Is it worth even changing?
I don't know. If it didn't look like that before, that's kind of weird. You didn't run long enough to make it blow a head gasket, did you? Or did it get hot?
Oh my goodness. That looks pretty nasty. Alright, we're gonna drain the oil out, see what it looks like. We might get lucky like that last Ford we just did and there's just somehow moisture in there.
Go. Can you move that pan? Yeah, there's a lot of water. Here, move that pan. Ew. You saw that water come out first? That ain't good.
You know?
Maybe you get lucky, maybe it just had some water in it, but I don't know how it got water in it.
Got some oil for her. It's the correct stuff as you can see right here. And a new filter. We went with the cheapo because this thing's probably junk. We're gonna dump some oil in it, flush it out, and then we'll do a complete change. Can't believe I already spent $100 on this thing. $500 truck, then $100 worth of starter and oil and a filter. Filter's already on. Did you fill that filter?
No.
Is that the brand new? Or did you should have done the brand new
What?
that you knew was 5 quarts.
These are 4 quarts. These are only a gallon.
That's dumb. Why they even sell
Because
that?
it's diesel. Because it takes like 4 of these per truck. At least a quart.
That's probably enough.
You're spilling it everywhere.
The wind got it.
Uh-huh.
We might go ahead and throw some water in and we'll see if that overfills and that'll tell us the head gasket.
Oops. You're dripping water everywhere. That hose is leaking like a sieve. Torque ass. Oh, fire.
Maybe that gas is just dirty. I don't know.
There ain't no gas in it.
Yeah, there ain't very much gas in it
It
either.
barely made it to E. That's probably what's wrong with it. That's why it's not pumping much fuel up there. What is this thing supposed to do?
You gotta pull back on this and push that down.
Oh, so stupid. You ain't even got no gas.
Yeah, let's see if the gas gauge works. It's moving up. Oh yeah, it's working. Well, it still barely made it E.
Oh yeah, this is only a gallon, right?
Go for it. Pedal to the floor. I bet it just needed gas. Motor is good.
Nope.
Smoky. That motor's quiet. All right, an oil check to see what we're getting. Oh yeah, hadn't changed. Doesn't run. It doesn't run if
it ain't pumping very much. And that gas smells all right, but yeah, that's all more pump there. Let me see what it does. See if it runs off this when I dump it back in there. Yeah, your fuel pump ain't working. It ain't getting enough. Are you sure everything's hooked up right? They don't have the return and the other one hooked up backwards or something, do they?
No.
I mean, that's all more it got out of that. It should be pumping more than that. Get your electric fuel pump, let's hook it up and see what it does. I bet you it runs fine. I hate coming over here and working on stuff. I mean, it's not even enjoyable because you just, everything you have is junk. Everything.
This is the best I got.
Yeah.
You think that's the supply?
I think it is.
It does say in. It says in right there. Holy crap.
We've been fighting this for no reason. I told you. I thought that
Holy
looked
crap. I looked that up yesterday.
I don't care
I
what you
showed
look
him.
up.
I showed the camera too. It says in right there. You see it? Oh my goodness. So we had the return.
No, there's no way. I told you that wasn't right.
I had the return hooked up to the carburetor. That explains why we weren't getting enough gas. Well, we recircled the tank plenty, I'd say. Oh my goodness.
It says in right there.
All right. Try it. Try and get us some gas. That's it. It's running. There we go. Running truck. We just had a fuel issue with the tank. I guess I need to blow those lines out or something. I'm not for sure. Right on. He's smoking though. Just a little bit. A little bit of whiteness. So that's a success. Day 3, we finally got it where it's sitting here and idling. I probably tried too long to suck it out of the tank. We usually don't ever try that. We just run it off a jug. So I ended up extending my wiring on the fuel pump, and we're running out of the code red jug. It's not very fuel efficient because it used a 20-ounce bottle in, I don't know how long. Pretty quick.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. All right, better looking wheels on the thing, and I have confidence that's gonna run. So we got a little something right here we're gonna throw on this bedside. Dad made these for whenever I had a little Corolla FX, but it never got them, so this is getting it. Maybe. Oh, look at all them bubbles. Ah, at all. I messed that one up.
It's okay, it suits it.
What do you mean? Today's the day we're gonna try and get it driving, so we're gonna prime the brakes since we don't have anything. Real quick here, hopefully these break loose. Oh yeah. Well, here it is, running off the own tank. Started watching videos. The original return was on this side with the supply on this side. So we had to crisscross these hoses down here on the hard line. And now it's sitting here running off the tank. I did take the original lines off, but I could have sworn that it was hooked up the way I had it, but it's running now. Got brakes.
It's got a little bit. It's better than it was.
Can you drive it real quick?
Don't do that.
Let's drive it real quick.
I can't get in there. He's gonna die. And we're going to walk. And I'm not walking.
Then we're gonna hit the road.
Sucking a lot of air.
Why does it feel so rough?
It ain't running right.
Is that the frame?
No. What in the hell? Don't go out on the road.
Gotta. Got quite the vibration.
Why are we going downhill? You always like to go downhill.
That's okay.
Go! Don't go through the woods. The frame's about ready to break. Do not do that.
I'm gonna take it slow. This is a strong, reliable truck.
It's gonna die, and we're going to walk. And I'm not
Can you
walking.
shove that in the corner or something?
Shove what in the corner?
I think we just lost the transmission, maybe. We never checked the fluid.
That's why you don't go downhill.
Yeah. Well, this is where we parked the rig. What? Who knew that the transmission was gonna go out?
Check it.
Oh. Probably ain't the best time to check the fluid, but let's check the fluid. Ooh, it's brown. It's got a brake step? Definitely burnt up now.
She ain't gotta push it.
What do you think? Should this be the end for the video?
I should have probably checked the fluid before you took off.
Well, we drove it. It's been sitting quite some time. Got it running, all that good stuff. I can pick up a four-wheel drive one that doesn't have the front axle under for around 700. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the little 22R. We did have plans for this thing, possibly with a Stout, but I don't know because there's a lot of things that need to be answered before we do something like that. And the transmission's a new one of those things. Make sure to subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. You got any last words?